everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I set up my artificial glow tank. So the first step is you're going to want to go ahead and wipe down the aquarium. Now I personally always wipe out the inside and the outside just so everything is clean, and if there's any dust on it from the pet store or anything like that, that I'm removing it. Now the next thing that I'm going ahead and doing is I'm washing my stones. If you're using an old set of stones, then of course you can skip this step, but these are a brand new bag of stones from the pet store. It's always a good idea to do this even if it is labeled as pre-washed or dust-free. So I am washing them and then I'm going to add them into my tank. Now once your stones are washed, you're going to want to add it to your tank. The general rule is you want to have about 2 inches of substrate, but this can vary greatly depending on which fish you choose to have and whether or not you're live planting. Now the next step is just adding the water to your aquarium. You want to make sure that this water has been treated with water conditioner to remove any harmful chemicals. When you're adding the water, you want to make sure that you leave some room for the decor that you're going to be adding. Now, whether you're using live plants or artificial plants, I always like to add the plants first, and then I'll add the decor around the plants and where I like them. So the general rule is you always want to have some tall ones and then some medium ones for the middle and some short ones in the front. I'm breaking that rule a little bit in this tank because it is a hexagon, so it's viewable from all sides.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different. Still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments. Doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors. They kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. There's something different about us, and the reason why we stay.
So now that I have added some of my decor, I'm going ahead and adding some of my fake fish. For your tank, this will be adding your real fish. But for me, I get to add my fish right away. I don't have to cycle because my fish are not alive. So basically how they work is there's just a suction cup and then a very, very thin string. So I'm just burying the base in the substrate and then tying the string to the desired length that I want so that the fish is where I want it. So as of right now, I have a fish and a jellyfish, and later on in this video, you'll see that I got some more.
We fly around like paper planes. They never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are.
So the next thing you're going to want to do is add your media. So likely this is going to be your filter and your heater. I'm not bothering with a heater because I'm not going to have any real fish in this tank, but I am adding a filter to keep the water clear and also add some airflow. With this tank, it is pretty obvious where the filter is supposed to go. It's supposed to go right on the back. There'll be little ridges all the way around, and that is where the lid locks on. And there'll be that one spot where those are not present, and that's when you're going to put the filter.
So I'm doing the voiceover for this part with a slightly different mic, so it might sound just a little bit different in the audio. But basically, once I add the filter, I then go ahead and add the rest of my water, now that I know that I don't need to leave any room for any media or any more decorations. Then when that is done, I go ahead and I add the lights together. So there's going to be one part that is attaching to the lid, and then the other part that is attached to the plug. Basically, you take those two pieces and you just plug them together. And then after that, your lid and your lights will be connected to a power source. After that, I then go and put the lid on top of my tank and plug it into the wall. Now I'm able to turn the lights of my tank on, and I can try out the kind of blue light function as well as the regular lights.
I I had to wait a little bit to add my airstone, so I did get it a few days later as I was waiting for it to arrive from Amazon. And then I went ahead and added my fish. So these were the remaining ones that came from Amazon. So I've got some seahorses, some more jellyfish, and then I am waiting on a lionfish.
It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love.
So this is definitely the most fun tank setup I have ever done. Even though I'm not adding any fish to this tank, I honestly love the look of it so much because I felt like I could be so creative with it. Normally I'd like natural tanks when I'm using real fish, but this one I went completely crazy and I used pretty much every color on the color palette. So it was definitely fun. I loved setting it up. So even though I took an entirely different direction setting this up than you are probably taking, I really want to make sure that I showed you how to set up this tank the same way that I would any other setup. But with that being said, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you're looking into getting this tank, I haven't had it for a very long time, but so far I don't really have any complaints with it. I hope to do a review on it in the future. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, then make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. But that is all for today, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye guys!